What if I told you there was a free and easy way for all of your devices? And I'm talking iPhone, iPad, MacBook Pro, Mac Mini, even your Hostinger VPS. They could all talk to each other from anywhere in the world over a secure and private network. Well, my name is Mike Murphy, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up a Tailscale mesh network. This is a private and secure network, so all of your devices can talk to each other from anywhere in the world. Tailscale is a VPN, or a virtual private network. You've probably heard of VPNs. That's what you're supposed to turn on when you're at the coffee shop or when you're traveling to protect your computer from any malicious activity while you're connected to an internet that you're not entirely sure if it's secure. So Tailscale is a VPN. You install it on all of your devices and it creates a private mesh network where all of your devices can join and talk to each other over this private and secure network. Every device that you install Tailscale on that joins your private mesh network gets their own private IP address. That's how they talk to each other. You don't have to worry about port forwarding or router configuration or dynamic DNS or firewall rules like you would if you've ever tried to set up remote connections to your computer. Tailscale makes this incredibly easy, and the IP address of the devices are never exposed. It is completely private and secure. Now, you don't have to know anything about it, but if you are curious, under the hood, Tailscale uses something called WireGuard to create the end-to-end encrypted private mesh network. Tailscale works regardless of how your devices are connected. So it could be on cellular, Wi-Fi, Ethernet. Once your devices connect to the Tailscale network, they can all talk to each other from anywhere in the world. Anything you run on any of the devices can be accessed by any of the other devices on the network. So if you're running a local AI like Ollama on your MacBook, well, you can access it on your iPhone, vice versa. The difference between a traditional setup. So let's say you want to make your home computer reachable from the internet. Well, in order to do that, you typically have to open up ports on your computer. And anytime you open up a port, you're basically opening up a door or a window of vulnerability. Hackers love open ports, and they're constantly trying to find open ports on a network so they can get in and do malicious activity. Well, with Tailscale, there are no open ports. Nothing is exposed publicly. Whereas the traditional setup, not only do you open up ports, but you also have to expose IP addresses publicly in order for you to be able to access them when you're away over the internet. Not with Tailscale. Tailscale uses this private IP address, which is basically a made-up IP address where only your devices can see each other's IP address. A Tailscale end-to-end encrypted mesh network is like a private group chat for your devices. So all of your devices are able to talk to each other from anywhere in the world, but the private group chat is completely hidden from the public internet. So nobody knows that it exists except for you. The prerequisites are what you need to create your own Tailscale private mesh network. First, you're going to need a free Tailscale account, which you can set up at tailscale.com. For this tutorial, I am going to show you how to set up Tailscale using an iPhone, MacBook Pro, and Hostinger VPS, but you can set up Tailscale on Windows, Androids, and any VPS provider. And in order for all of your devices to be on the same network, you will need to authenticate using the same login methods. Step 1. Create a free Tailscale account at tailscale.com and then download the Tailscale app on the device where you are setting up the account. It doesn't really matter what order or what devices you set up first, but I'm going to set things up first on my MacBook Pro. Open a web browser, go to tailscale.com, click on Get Started. It's free. Sign up with your preferred identity provider, and just remember, in order for all the devices to be on the same Tailscale network, you will need to authenticate with the same identity provider that you set up your account with. I'll click Sign Up with Google. Sign in to Google. And just as an FYI, when you first set up your account, you will be on a free trial of the Enterprise plan. As you can see, my trial has ended, and when it says choose your plan, it looks like your only options are Standard, Premium, and Enterprise. But if you go to tailscale.com/pricing, you will see there is a personal plan, which is $0 free forever, and that is what I am on. Once you set up your free Tailscale account, go ahead and download Tailscale on your computer. So if you're on the tailscale.com page, you can click on the download button in the top right navigation and choose the operating system to download for. And if you are signed into your Tailscale dashboard where it looks like login.tailscale.com, go to the Machine tabs, click on Add Device, choose Client Device, choose the operating system or device. I'm going to choose Mac OS. I'll click Copy Link. And there's a link to the downloads page, which is going to take us to that exact same page. Enter it in a browser, and that's going to take me to the downloads page. I'm going to choose Mac OS. I'll choose Download Tailscale for Mac OS. I'm going to double click on the PKG or the package file, and I'm going to download and install Tailscale on my MacBook. I'll enter in my Mac password. I'll click Allow VPN Configuration, click Allow, click Close. I'll move the installer to the trash. Now I'm going to click Reconnect. The private mesh network that Tailscale creates so all of your devices can join is called a Tailnet. In order for your devices to join the same Tailnet, you must sign in using the same authentication method or the same identity provider that you use when you set up your Tailscale account. For me, that is sign in with Google, so as long as every device that I set up, I sign in with the same Google account, they will all join the same Tailnet or the same private mesh network. So this is the authentication process on my MacBook Pro. I'll click Sign In with Google, and I'm going to sign in with my Google account. I'm about to connect to the device M1 Max to the MikeMurphy.co Tailnet. I'll click Connect. My MacBook Pro is now connected to my mesh network. It took me back to my admin dashboard automatically. After installing the Tailscale app on Mac OS, you will find the Tailscale app in the dock. So there's Tailscale. You will also find it in the menu bar. So if I go to the top, there is the Tailscale app. And if you have ever used a VPN, it is very similar with Tailscale. There's a little toggle button where you can toggle on or toggle off your Tailscale connection. And you can also get to settings in the menu bar. Whenever you want to check and see what devices are connected to your Tailscale Tailnet or the private mesh network, you can just open up the Tailnet app on your MacBook or really any of the devices. Under Devices, you're going to see a list with a little green icon indicating that that device is connected. And you don't want to share the private IP addresses of your devices, so keep those to yourself. You can also check if you click on the menu bar icon for Tailscale. You can go to Open Tailscale, and that will open up this pop-up. You can also open up a web browser no matter where you are in the world. Go to tailscale.com and sign in. And under Machines, you will see a list of all of the connected devices. My MacBook Pro is all set up and connected to the Tailnet, or the private mesh network. So step 2, I'm going to install the Tailscale app on my iPhone. I'm going to sign in using the same identity provider, which for me was Google. I'm going to connect my iPhone to the Tailnet by enabling the VPN on this device, and then my iPhone will be able to talk to my MacBook Pro over a secure, private, encrypted network. Click on Search in the bottom. Click in the search field. Search for Tailscale. Tailscale. You're looking for Tailscale by Tailscale Inc. Install the Tailscale app, or if you've already done it once, click on Download to download it to your device. Click on Open. I'll click Get Started. I understand the privacy. Yes, I want to allow notifications. Install to add the VPN configuration. Yes, allow. Click Connect. That is going to take you to the authorization screen. I'll click Continue. Remember, you must be signed in using the same identity provider. For me, that is sign in with Google. And do not worry if your Apple ID email address is different than your Tailscale identity provider email. Tailscale doesn't care what email address you use for your Apple ID to download the Tailscale apps. The only thing that matters is when you connect your device to your private mesh network or the Tailnet that you use the same identity provider, such as sign in with Google. Click Sign in with Google. I'm going to choose my Google account. I'm going to click Connect, Login Successful. My iPhone is now connected to the same MikeMurphy.co Tailnet, and just like it did on my MacBook, as soon as I logged in, it automatically took me to the Tailnet admin dashboard. If I want to connect or disconnect my iPhone from the Tailscale network at any time, so if I don't want my iPhone available or to be able to talk to the other devices for whatever reason, I can just open up the Tailscale app. At the very top, you'll see it's toggled on, so it is currently connected. I can tell by the green button next to iPhone that it is currently connected, but if I want to disconnect, I can just click on the disconnect, and now I'm no longer connected. To get reconnected, I'll click Connect, and now I'm back connected, and I can see that my M1 MacBook Pro is also on the same Tailnet network, so these two devices can talk to each other. My MacBook Pro and iPhone are both connected to my Tailscale private mesh network. Now I'm going to add the third device, which is my Hostinger Virtual Private Server, or VPS. To install Tailscale on your Hostinger VPS, you're just going to run this one curl command in the VPS terminal. And it doesn't matter if you connect to the terminal through the Hostinger VPS dashboard in a browser, or if you connect over SSH in the terminal or using an SSH client like Termius. I'm going to select this entire curl command and copy it to my clipboard, Command C. I am signed into my Hostinger VPS dashboard in a browser. I'm going to launch the terminal by clicking Terminal in the top right corner. I'm going to clear the terminal window just so it's easy for you to see. So I'll just type clear, tap return. I'm going to paste in the curl command to install Tailscale on my Hostinger VPS. So Command V, tap return. Installing Tailscale for Ubuntu. Just let it run until you get the command line back. We just installed Tailscale on the VPS. So the next step, which is identical on every single device, you're going to connect and authenticate. So to do that on the VPS, we're just going to run this one command, sudo Tailscale Up. Back in the VPS terminal, notice the VPS is telling us that the installation of Tailscale is complete, but we must log in to start using Tailscale, and all we have to do to log in is run the command Tailscale Up. Now, it is not required because I am signed in as the root super user, but just to keep things consistent and easy, I'm just going to type in sudo first for super user do. I'll put a space, and then I'm going to put Tailscale space up. I'll tap return. It's going to give me a URL. I'm going to copy that URL to my clipboard, Command C, and I'm going to paste it in a browser, and that is going to allow us to authenticate. So open up browser window, paste in that URL that the terminal gave you, tap return. You're going to choose the identity provider for your Tailscale Tailnet. I'm going to sign in with Google, choose my correct Google account. I'm going to click connect. Now my VPS is connected. And just like on every device, once you log in and authenticate successfully, you'll be automatically redirected to your Tailscale admin dashboard. Back in the VPS terminal, after you copy and paste the URL in a browser and you successfully log in and authenticate, you should see the success message. So now Tailscale is up and running on your Hostinger VPS. Cool. I am on the machine tab in my admin settings. If I want to do a little housekeeping like renaming some of the devices to make them easier to identify, I can do so under the machine section. I'll come over here and click on the ellipsis or the three dots. I'll choose edit machine name. You see it auto-generates from the host name. That's why I'm getting this iPhone 181. I'm going to toggle that off, and now I'm able to enter any name that I want. So I'll just do Mike-iPhone-17, update name. I'll do the same for my VPS. Click the ellipsis, edit machine name. I'll toggle off the auto-generate. Now I can rename it anything I want. Hostinger VPS, update name. And I'll do the same for my MacBook. Click the ellipsis, edit machine name, toggle off auto-generate. Mike MB Pro update. In the VPS terminal, if you ever want to check the status of your Tailscale network and see what devices are currently connected, you can type in sudo space Tailscale space status, tap return. That is going to return all of the devices that are currently connected. And if you ever want to log out or disconnect the VPS from your Tailscale network, well, you can just type out sudo space Tailscale space logout, tap return. If I type sudo Tailscale space status, you will see that I'm currently logged out. If I want to log back in or bring it back up, I can do sudo space Tailscale space up, tap return. I'm going to need to authenticate again, so I'll click that to open up a browser, sign in with Google, connect. I've got the success message, so that's a good sign. And now let's check the status again by entering sudo Tailscale status, tap return. Sure enough, we are now connected. Congratulations, you are done. You now know how to set up a Tailscale private mesh network, otherwise known as a Tailnet, so you can add any device that you want to the private network. They can all talk to each other anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter if you're connected on cellular, Wi-Fi, or Ethernet. And as you just saw, Tailscale makes it incredibly easy whenever you want to add a new device to your private network. The process is identical. First, you install Tailscale on the device that you want to add to the network. You enable the VPN. You authenticate using the same identity provider like Google. And once you're connected, your device is able to talk to every other device on the network. That's it. There is no port forwarding, no firewall rules, no exposed IP addresses. Nothing gets exposed to the public internet. So there's no hackers to worry about, no bots. It is just a private tunnel encrypted from end to end. And there's a lot you can do with it, which I'm going to show you in follow-up tutorials. And that is how you set up a Tailscale private mesh network on an iPhone, MacBook Pro, and a Hostinger VPS. My name is Mike Murphy, your AI handyman. Cheers.